Hey everyone, welcome back to another Elden Ring video. I hope that everybody is having an absolutely fantastic day, and I hope that you guys are enjoying Elden Ring as well. But in today's video, I want to show you guys a really neat method of collecting runes from one of the original places that we've been collecting runes from. Now, I've been collecting roughly between 2.6 and 3 million runes per hour on a very consistent basis, and I know that this method can get a lot better the further that you get into the game, and it also depends on what weapons that you guys are using. But some of the weapons and some of those things require you to get to the very end of the game before you have access to them, and this method you only have to get about halfway through the entire game, and you could even do this prior to even going to the capital or even going to Volcano Manor or really anything like that. So it makes it really nice. Plus, if you guys know the secret method of getting into Volcano Manor and fighting a couple of the abductors, you guys can do this even that much quicker and not even participate in Rayo Lucaria Academy, which is really nice. But anyway, I'm going to link a video in the description just in case you guys don't know how to get there. And this method, I am not using any golden scarab, which will allow us to get an additional 20% of runes by doing some farming, and we're not going to be using any gold pickled foulfoot, which also increases it by 30%. So without any of those, you can get roughly, like I said, about 2.6 to 3 million runes per hour, and if you add that on top of it, you're looking up to at least about 4.5 million runes per hour, which is pretty good for a fairly middle of the road like farm for rune farming. And I haven't seen anybody do it this way, and I thought I would try it today, and it works really good. Now, we are in one of the best spots to go ahead and farm some runes, so let's just go ahead and show you guys on the map. I'm pretty sure that everybody knows where this is located, and again, I will leave a link in the description to show you guys how to get there. There's actually two different ways. One, you have to be really far into the game and you get teleported here, and you end up starting up here somewhere, and then you kind of work your way down, or maybe it's like right here and then you make your way down. Otherwise, another one would be by being offered an invitation to this area, which you can get just outside of you have to complete Godric in order to actually get that advancement, that NPC to move, but then after that you can get here relatively quickly. So like I said, it's kind of that middle of the road farm, and anytime that you've defeated Godric, then you can participate in this farm. But I wanted to put some combinations together, and the method that I'm going to go ahead and show you, you'll be able to generate about 200,000 runes in about 4 to 4.5 minutes roughly, and it honestly depends on how quick you are, and it sometimes depends on how the enemies react to you. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the Erd tree shield here, and we're going to be using the fire. So what we're going to do is we're going to set ourselves on fire, and then what we're going to go ahead and do is we're just going to go ahead and blast this, and basically we have a nice little like semi-automatic weapon, and we can actually generate quite a few runes pretty quickly, which is pretty amazing if you really think about it. And then we got this guy coming after us. Sometimes, there we go. Or you're gonna get stuck on the ledge, I guess. That happens from time to time. We can shoot that guy. We can get these guys to kind of come after us. And the closer that you get to them using this method, the more damage that you will do to the enemies. And if as soon as they kind of like stop their shield, then you can actually kill them a lot faster. Then what you're gonna do is run back to your grave site. Just go ahead and rest, and I recommend that you guys do this at night anytime that you're doing it, so it's late day. So we want to change this to nightfall because there is a better chance of being able to get gold eyes, which means that we can get a lot more rune from anybody that has that. Now we just run back right to the top of the farm, go ahead and set ourselves on fire, and go ahead and repeat the entire process again. Now, if you do this super fast and the enemies don't really react to you the way that they did the last time that just happened, you can actually get back up to the site of grace and basically off to the site of grace before the enemies even stop being on fire, I mean. So trying to focus on do this at the exact same time can be a little bit tricky from time to time, but there we go, since I'm actually doing the commentary while I'm doing it. And then we should be able to get to the grace before I the light, or you know, I'm still on fire, then sometimes I can still make it to like right here and I'm still on fire, which is pretty fantastic. And then you just go ahead and repeat the entire process, and then you guys can use the runes to level up, or you can use it to buy some of your somber smithing stones, or buy more smithing stones, whatever you need to do, whether it's to level up your weapon, or maybe you want to buy something and you just don't have the ability to do it. This will really help you out. But when it comes to the red dudes, make sure that you are getting at least as close enough that you can as possible. And if they start their little roll thing, as long as you're targeting them, you can fire your shield at them in order to go ahead and prevent them from actually hitting you, as long as you're locked on to them at all. And we got roughly back to the Grace site and still being on fire. Now let's just kind of quickly go over the locations that you guys are going to need in order to get that shield and also the flame. So what you're going to need to do in order to get the shield is come to this site of Grace right here, which is the outer wall, the Phantom Tree. And right here, there's 2 tree sentinels, and you can actually just kill both of them. If you kill the one that's on the left-hand side first, you can actually fight them 1v1. Then you can also throw down a spirit summons in there to help you out if you really want to, and you can also be on horseback. So there's lots of different availability for options to kill the tree sentinels, but you do have to kill both of them, and then you're going to get that. And then you do need to be in the capital in this area right here, which is going to remind you a lot of the Round Table Hold. Not trying to spoil anything because I'm trying to explain where it's at, but there's a painting that you need to find in this location. Now, once you have found that painting, you're going to want to go north up to this village right here, this windmill village. There's a Grace site right here after you kill an enemy, a main enemy, but you're going to find the fire spell right in this location is where you need to go, and you're going to visit a ghost, and once you get really close to the ghost, it will disappear and it will put a thing on the ground that you can go ahead and pick, and then it will be the fire's deadly sin. And honestly, that's how you can make a ton of runes relatively quickly, and I can prove that I wasn't even using my scarab, because there you go, not even on me, and then I didn't even pop a gold foulfoot, gold pickled foulfoot in order to increase it. So you can get a ton of runes by doing this. It's really not that difficult, but hopefully this does help you guys out. And if it does, make sure that you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming. Now, if you guys are still here at the end of the video, I'm just going to crunch some numbers with you, but this farm is better than hunting the bird, which is going to be right over in that location. On average, you can get maybe 3, sometimes 4 bird kills per minute, which means that if you're able to get 4 bird kills, then killing the birds would be a little bit more valuable. Where you're going to profit from value is if you can get birds that have the gold eyes, if you're killing them at night. But I find that that method is actually a lot more inconsistent than doing it the way that I just showed you how to do it, because sometimes the bird doesn't fall off the cliff and you waste a few seconds and even a complete option trying to get that bird to go ahead and fall off the cliff. So I find that the bird it's a great option, but I don't find it to be as consistent as the method that I just showed you. If you don't believe me, go ahead and try it out for yourself and see what the numbers come out to be. But I hope you enjoyed the video.